Alright.
We are back.
Did you set the stream title?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Back playing new Pokemon Snap. We're taking it easy until we play anything fun. So.
What's wrong with
We're
Pokemon
just-
Snap?
We're just gonna play this chill game. Don't
No,
you
Gurgi,
dare.
go. Go.
Don't you dare.
Go.
He was thinking about it. He was like, I can probably just knock myself into this wire.
There's like how the Switch is set up. There's like a HDMI cord like reaching across the room, and then the Switch is like precariously placed on this box so that it'll reach from the outlet. And my dog just comes over and just like looks at the wire in his way, and then he looks at us and he like starts just like, yeah, I can just push through this.
Yeah, I can probably make it.
I trained him as a puppy that he should be wary of wires. He also trained himself by knocking over my dad's laptop onto his head.
Oh my gosh. He's a big dog. Oh, can you open up the big window?
Yes. Yes, I can. Source projector, or do you want to handicap yourself with some output projector? So you have a little delay, so your powers are limited.
Alright, so I guess next stage is the volcano stage.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, we'll start off a little bit crazy.
Whoa. Maybe we'll see some cool Pokemon.
Yeah.
Some Charizards. It's very weird that his name is Charizard. It's like, as a kid, it's just Charizard.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let me see what we got here, huh?
Huh,
Hey, what's
have a
that?
good time.
Whoop. Hey, get over here. Ah, I get the best shots.
Now, if this was another company, would this be a Pokemon, like, hunting game?
Just shooting all the Pokemon. Headshot!
Because, like, it only counts as a picture if you get the crosshair on them, and it's like, that's kind
I
of...
forgot how, bad the delay was on this game.
Some games have a natural delay built in, too.
No, when I was playing it handheld, it didn't have this delay.
Oh, dude, it's an Aerodactyl!
Oh, there's a flower over there.
Is that a flower or, like, a crown?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, it's a big dragon dude. Tyranitum. Trump. I bet that's some kid's
Get a
favorite
Fucking
Pokemon.
apple.
You have a flute too, right? Yeah. Dude, that's a cool Pokemon. I'll give it up. That's the first non-shitty new generation Pokemon I've seen.
He doesn't like me.
There's like... Yeah, you know what? I mean, maybe they could have done better. Like, better design or something. That looks terrible. I hate that. That's a dumb Pokemon. Was that Shadow the Hedgehog over in the corner?
Yes.
It's like
Anything
a-
with spikes is well known to be Shadow the Hedgehog.
I mean, but like, look at that shit. That is...
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
That is going to Hot Topic. Alright. Take the apple. Take the goddamn apple! Hey, what are you doing?
I kind of don't like that Graveler.
It's not the best grappler.
It looks like a meatball.
I knocked him down.
He doesn't seem like he's made out of stone, Seems like he's made out of, like...
Man, that's such a rip. I can
Congealed.
knock them off, but they can't evolve or do
They just
anything
die.
cool. Yeah, they just die!
Yeah, he looks like he's just made out of, like, congealed gravy. He doesn't seem like a...
There's the Charizard, or Charmanders. I could make them Charizards if I could just...
Hit them.
Yeah,
If
knock
you could
them
just
into
beat the
lava.
Pokemon, they would be so much better off.
Wait, that ring. Is that
Unlike-
a ring for me to throw stuff in?
Yeah, it feels like it is. You gotta throw the right stuff, though. I don't know. Gotta throw pester balls in there. They're holding out on you. Yeah, unlike children, Pokemon's development will not be hindered by beating them. Especially when using pools of water or lava. Pools of any sort have been known to help the development of Pokemon. Can you get them to fight?
Man. This game's rough.
Yeah. It's like taking pictures of like real animals. They don't do anything. And you can't even throw balls full of pepper spray.
Take a picture of the ancient ruins or whatever. I forgot.
Oh.
I was too busy trying to figure out if there was anything fun to do.
Yeah, I gotta say that level sucks. Compared to the original Pokemon Snap, where you can
Yeah, it's crazy downgrade.
Mm.
I mean,
There's
I
all
guess it's
this-
an upgrade with the like art and whatever, but come on.
I think the
There's
problem
more
with
to
the
life
original
than art.
Pokemon Snap is like it was too easy to get the really, really like legendary stuff. That should be like maybe you have to like do something secret to even see them. Maybe. A T-Rex Pokemon is a great idea. I don't know if that's that good of a version of it, but God, this fucking Pokemon sucks. What a trash grab there too. Charmander looks beautiful.
Slugma.
I could draw that. That's the
My
best
God,
critique of
this
that guy.
lava level is so fucking bright.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
they're
barely even see his outline.
they're at least they're being accurate with how bright lava is. I want to see lava. I've never. You know, a vacation to Iceland would probably be kind of cool.
It's gotta be centered.
I'm sure Iceland isn't like terribly dangerous. So,
Yeah, probably not.
hot springs all over the place. Seems kind of nice.
Woo! I got a really big score. Yay. But I didn't get to see any Pokemon evolve. Because that was too much money. Can't animate that.
It's not even any animation. The original is just white light and then new one.
Couldn't even bother.
You think that's just not a feature in this game at all?
I don't know.
In the first Pokemon
That's
Snap,
the scary part. I can't figure it out.
In the first Pokemon Snap, I thought it was kind of ridiculous how easy you could get Pokemon to evolve all the time. Like how often it happened, but I don't know.
In this Pokemon Snap, they like really, really want you to replay the levels over and over and over again to see anything new in them.
Yeah.
And it's such a fucking slog. I mean, if you can't do anything unique with the Pokemon, you just have to play it over and over until eventually a different Pokemon shows up. Like, that's not good gameplay. The fun part about the original was that you could figure out something new each time that you played through it.
You know, there's like this fear that people have with, you know, like Star Wars, for example, where it's like, oh, I don't want to show my kids the prequels because what if they like the prequels? Because they're wrong, right? Like the originals were good, and then the prequels just used special effects to try and make them better or whatever.
I don't know.
And but you know, like you playing the original Pokemon Snap and then playing this new one, you have this having no nostalgia for the original, you've got the opinion that the original is better.
Well, yes, because I actually played it.
But it's interesting because I know some people have that fear of like the original being overshadowed by an inferior one that would come later. But I don't think that. I think like in general, just people don't have that sort of issue. You know what? I'm just gonna do another octopus. I don't want to think about it. We probably have plenty of octopuses, but
I know, I can't hit it though.
you totally can.
It's very hard.
Yeah, yeah. That's a real. Ooh. Off the back wall.
It doesn't matter, I'm already too far away, so nothing will happen anymore.
Yeah, those guys suck. They must be like new generation stuff, but man, Aerodactyl. That's. Oh, Aerodactyl up there. Look up, 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 up.
Ah!
Squawk! Squawk! It's a very, very simple design, but it's kind of nice, you know?
Ah.
They should, I kind of like when they take the original Pokemon and then, like, make new evolutions for them, like they did the Mega Evolutions or whatever. Oh, that's gonna be some kind of item you need, right? For the crystal.
I don't know.
And then it'll make them all fall off and evolve into Gravel Plus.
Well, every time I knock them off, it doesn't change anything, so...
Maybe if you knock enough in, the level of lava will rise, and then it'll just kill you.
Oh, yeah!
End your suffering. Does magma eat apples?
Slugma.
Well, yeah. But he's like, you know.
I wish you came back outside, all evolved and cool. But there is no cool stuff in this game.
It's much more like a safari.
Ah!
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's just a slug.
Maybe you hit him again, will he fall back in and then evolve? Oh, oh.
That's it.
Ripperoni pepperonis. Oh, that thing. That was the Pokemon that, on the trading cards, it's a second generation thing. On the trading cards, it was a claymation thing.
Oh,
Instead of, like, drawn.
how unique.
Yeah, they did it with a couple cards, and everyone, all the kids, I remember hating it.
Yeah. I can think of a few reasons why.
It's collapsed. Are you sure?
Okay, whatever you say, Professor. No fun allowed.
It doesn't seem that collapsed, but... Sure. We'll go back to the original Pokemon Snap at some point, too. Because we never got Gyarados when I was playing.
Right, that's true.
And I think someone commented how to get Gyarados. So if that was you, thank you. Thank you so much. You have furthered my quest for more cool Pokemon. Some of the Mega Evolutions were kind of stupid. There was one set which was like, it was a different climate version of like all the first generation stuff. That was a cool set. I don't really play Pokemon games, but I might get that one. That might be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a relaxing game. I'll give it that. It's a perfect game to play, like, at night when you really need to get to bed. Yeah, put your right.
I don't know. I feel like it stresses me out because like you're gonna pass all this stuff.
I mean, that just makes me if like I can't get something to work, it just makes me want to give up even more.
It just makes
It's
me
like
more tired.
bedtime.
I feel like that'll give you like anxiety dreams though.
Maybe. I guess I don't really care that much. It's like, you know, it's the new Pokemon Snap. It's not like the old Pokemon Snap where it was fun. So
I saw a new video for Pokemon, the original Pokemon Snap, about the competitive scene.
oh,
The
yeah.
same guy, R White Goose, he made another original Pokemon Snap video.
Cool.
I didn't watch it. I was gonna wait for you.
What's the title? What's it about?
It's why it's impossible to get a perfect score on Charizard at the end of the Magma level.
Oh. That's interesting.
I don't know why it's impossible, but I believe him. Even without watching the video, I'm sure he knows.
I'm sure he's done his research intensively.
Because I know I have not.
Well, let me retry. He wants me to go somewhere else. He's like, I want you to go over here. And I'm got a big dick, so you gotta listen to me. It's not nice. What did you discover? Okay, new map, I guess. Maybe it's a better map.
Elsewhere Forest? That's
The
sick.
clouds. We're gonna teleport into the sky. Not quite. Oh, it's a sky island. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I assume it's gotta have like a Mew somewhere up there, right?
His name is Phil? That's such a mundane...
What's up, Phil?
Such a mundane name.
Hey, Tom. Come on, John. Alright. Let's give it a shot.
It's a cool name for a forest.
I can't go there yet. Oh, I can. Alrighty. Adventure in the clouds.
Remember when I found the breaking thing in breaking the charm breaking in Hollow Knight, where you could just press it a bunch of times and then it just like lets you put an extra one?
Oh. I kind of knew about that before, but...
Oh, I remember this guy. He's cool. Hit him. Oh no, maybe I don't remember this guy. There's a... Maybe I do. Maybe just the back looks weird.
I don't know.
There was some kind of tree... Yeah, is his name literally is Treant? Is that not copyrighted?
Ah.
Oh, Psychic Pokemon is like lifting it, I guess, right? Oh yeah, I remember those guys. That's Gen 2, I think. Because it's Trevenant.
Yes.
Spooky.
I
Can you throw a thing?
Alrighty.
Abracadabra alakazam.
Ah. Oh my. Whoa, that's trippy.
Sawbuck.
You bastards. Hey. You look like a really bad Pokemon.
That looks like a kid's like
Drawing it.
yeah.
Pancham. He also looks dumb.
Man. Rough times in Pokemon Land.
Indeed. Bulba. Come here, Bulbasaur. Come over here. Come here. He's so happy. Look at him frolic.
What a good picture. Awesome.
Fuck you. Guarding your nest, protecting your young. Piece of shit. Go back in the spooky woods.
Am I gonna get a Trevenant?
I already got 1 million of them.
Okay. Did you get any with it was facing you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. Come on. Oh. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think I know that one. I think that might be new to me. Some other tree one that I liked though. I think maybe in like Pokemon Stadium or something. Same thing, looks like an invisible guy in the branch. Nice.
Worshipping the flower, I guess.
He's spooking it.
Yeah, it's a jump scare. Ooga booga.
Oh, there's psychic stuff up there. It flew over.
Ooh, ah. So foggy.
Beware.
Beware.
Or beware.
It's got like a
Oh,
red
God.
panda thing going on.
Looks like he's wearing the skin of a...
It looks like he's wearing a furry suit, huh?
Yeah. Hey, good review of the level. You only have 16 photos left. There's no adjusting the zoom either. Ooh, that looks pretty. That's a really bad Pokemon. That looks so bad. Oh man. Maybe it makes more sense when it's like a sprite in the game than it is like out in 3D. Because, you know, it's like this stuff isn't designed for this medium. So it's kind of impressive when they can make it look good. Oh, there's the guys in the water. Yeah. Like Kappa.
And that is.
And then Mewtwo shows up. And you only have 4 photos left. And you find out he only shows up once per copy of the game. So you keep on buying new copies and playing 60 hours so you can get another shot of Mewtwo.
The Nintendo way. Alright, Trevenant. Now, which of these roaring photos is the best roaring photo? Probably this one.
Yeah.
Look at me.
They did a better job making the Pokemon feel like natural in their environment in this game. So I give them points for that.
I suppose that is its own skill.
So I think, well, I mentioned this to you before, but like, I think I want to get, it's like a new thing, kind of, like maces. Which is like the term for
The rubber thing that you can just hit to exercise with.
I see a lot of people just swinging them around and not hitting stuff, so I don't know if you're supposed to hit stuff with it, but I definitely want to.
Of course. I mean, at that point, it's just instinct to hit stuff with it. Shiftry. Kecleon. Nice. Dearling. Darling, dearling. Like saws suck. Got him.
Yeah, I see a lot of people just doing like this sort of overhead swingy thing with it, and then not actually.
Hey, that's actually a lot of points. It's 5,000.
Oh, this guy's got a cool like. He's got like a cool mace. Look at that guy.
That looks super cool. Looks like you could actually hurt someone with that. That makes it better.
Yeah.
Legitimately. It looks like what I would imagine like a holy weapon that a paladin would use.
Yeah. That's like a high level paladin mace.
Yeah. Almost what it looks like.
It's so it's like if you can imagine it, the shaft of the mace is like twisted steel. Or like steel color anyway. And then the head is a like a cage. It's like it's spherical, but it's cage going vertically up to the top, where it has like a little embellishment that makes it look kind of like a crown decoration or something. It's a very fancy mace. And the description says it is custom, so...
Yes.
A boo.
You gotta do what you gotta do. If you want a fancy mace, you gotta get it custom made. Let's save some Bulbasaur photos.
Did you get the 4-star on Pheasant thing?
Frolicking over here.
That one I like.
You like which one?
That
This
one. Yeah.
How's it?
Just a nice standard Bulbasaur.
Yes.
I always thought Vine Whip was pretty stupid. I don't know, Vine Whip and Razor Leaf. I always thought was like... It's okay. You want to go on the couch? It's okay.
You good.
He was like sneaking over and he saw me and stopped.
It's like, am I not allowed to?
Rachel. Where's your puppy?
Alright, back into cutscene mode, I guess. I heard there was another huge reading while you were out doing research. Come on, Professor, tell us what happened. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, another one of those things. I thought I was done with those forever. Alright, whatever you say, Professor. Did you take another pass at Firefluff Volcano? Fucking figure out what you want, man! Making me go to volcanoes and sky islands back and forth and back and forth.
Some Pokemon only show certain behavior when they're with friends.
Am I the friend? Whoa. There's a... Yeah, things are different.
Shinx. Is that gonna evolve into a Sphinx? From a Shinx?
Perhaps.
Whatever happened to Digimon? Is that still going?
I think so.
I'm sure the trading cards aren't. But they
Yeah. Jump scare. Ah!
they drop out like an anime every once in a while, right?
Man.
Is that a Graveler rolling past? Oh, it is, yeah. Who knew they were gonna roll one day? Oh, to the left, there's a scary thing chasing them. I'm sure. Scan?
I can just...
Scan ban?
If I could just... It's just gonna tell me the... Ah!
Squawk.
You... Talonflame.
It's a snake mixed with a velociraptor.
No, I missed my chance. Now I'll never love again. There. Wake up! Wake up! Why am I going this way now? a picture of them mid-jump. It's gotta be worth a lot, right?
That is very cool looking. But what's the... Is that just like a sort of rock formation? Oh yeah, that thing right there. That's the... Oh, maybe it's not that. Maybe it was a different evolution form or something.
Enjoy. Hey, turtle. Enjoy.
Torkoal. Tortle, I think. Oh. Evolve?
Huh?
That was like the main exciting thing about Pokemon Snap.
Why would they take it out?
I was always so excited when I was like looking for pools and things I can make them evolve in. And now it's not here, so it's just like, what are we doing? Like, what's the point of the game?
Yeah, why the fuck am I just taking pictures of Pokemon?
Oh, that guy. Everyone is it to... Oh, yeah. Everyone really fucking liked that one. I don't know why.
Maybe because he had a sad backstory or something.
I don't think so. He has fire that comes out. Hit him with something. His back is supposed to be fire.
Yeah, I think I saw a little plastic toy of him too.
Yeah.
That explains why they like him. It makes sense now.
He was like a big one in like second generation. He's not a starter though, I don't think. There was one generation where like the best Pokemon in the set were the final evolutions of the starters, which is really clever, but you see the Aerodactyl, right? It looks kind of like goofy almost. It's right on the edge. I still think it looks like pleasant. I wonder, I would love to see a documentary on the design behind like the first generation versus the rest of them. Because Gen 1 is good and then Gen 2 is like, okay. Some of it is good and some of it's like not that great. But then after that, it drops off, you know?
Like they just hired different artists completely. And then everyone was like, what the fuck is this
And
shit?
there's a term for it where people that are like into Pokemon as like a card game and the game, they call people like us Poke hipsters. It's like, and they like blame nostalgia for it and like, you know, we're like wrong, right? Like all the Pokemon is great and fine. But I don't know. I kind of feel like I have a decent eye for design. Like I feel like I
don't know. When I ask you to like help me with a design thing, you just tell me what you like better. You're usually like, I don't know.
No. No, but like I feel like I have a decently like I have a decent sense for design, and I also don't feel like I would be super biased. Like, if there was new Pokemon that was cool, I would be like, oh sweet, I wish they had that when I was little. There's another one. There's another one. Go to the right.
Oh, okay. So it's all the way over here. No.
Like I've seen toys, you know, that are like crazy, and I'm like, oh man, to be a kid growing up and seeing that in the toy store. Although I never really went to like Toys R Us too much.
Yahoo! Maybe I should get one in the middle.
My cousin was telling me a story of my Uncle Jimmy brought him to Toys R Us one time, and was like, "You can get whatever you want." And he's like, "Whatever I want." And he was like,
Yeah.
and he was like,
You got like a stick of gum.
no, he got like a bunch of things. Like he got like an arm full of toys.
Okay.
And he was like, He was saying the other day, I think that he was like, I think that might be the happiest moment of my life.
Aww.
It's like, I don't know, for a kid, it just, I don't know, I guess it's just like really exciting.
Right, of course. That is very, very sweet.
And he was like, looking back on it, I feel bad because I'm sure it was expensive, because he was getting like, you know, WWE action figures, and so they're probably like $20-$30 each. And it's like, you got like 5 or 6 things. It's probably like $200 or something.
You do what you gotta do to be the cool uncle, you know?
Ah, yeah. So you gotta get a 3D printer so you can print all this stuff.
You're right.
It's much cheaper.
Yeah, it's a good ass shot. Let's see why you like it so much, Professor.
It's also like, my cousin and I are both of the generation where like you watch TV and you have like the cartoon you like, and you have these like 15-30 second commercials that like zoom by really quick, where they're like, oh my god, check out this toy, whoa, Spy Gear.
Yeah, Spy Gear, moon shoes.
Trisha put on this episode of Drake and Josh that was not edited, so it was the whole like recording of the TV with the commercials. It was awesome. The old commercials are incredible. Moon shoes, moon shoes.
Jumping up and down on a trampoline like
like,
moon shoes, moon shoes.
All the commercials are so much faster than I'm used to today. Not that I watch commercials, but it was Spy Gear, and it was like a remote control car with a camera. I was like, that's insane. And he's like using it to catch his sister talking on the phone.
Like,
busted.
invasion of privacy is fun. Bug your parents' bedroom. Listen to their conversations about you.
Although I gotta say, this Spy Gear thing where you can click and then hear whatever is going on near glass, that was fucking cool. I had that. That was the coolest thing
Oh yeah,
ever.
don't you have a Spy Gear book upstairs or something?
Yeah. That was like I remember what that was from. It was a fundraiser, and so everyone was required to buy a certain amount of books.
Oh, so
That's-
naturally you wanted to get a cool book.
That's why you see some people at the fairs. They go up to the book thing that says like it'll have a sign that's like in connection with whatever fundraiser. The parents are expected to buy X amount of books. Otherwise, they have to pay in cash for a fundraiser. And so, like, my mom was like, you have to get 2 books. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I like the cover. And she's like, you want that? Yeah, okay, get it. It's like, alright.
I remember we had like some book fundraisers and whatnot. I think I've only ever gotten like maybe 1 book from one of those things, 1 or 2 books. But yeah, can't really remember it very well. I remember Baby Mouse because that was like one of the first comics that I ever picked up. But you know, a lot of the books were shitty. You need to get kids good books. Let's go see Luna Pokemon on Volcano Island. Whatever you say, bro. Whoa. Fucking
Ooh.
jump scare.
What is that horrible looking Pokemon?
It could be worse. Oh god, now there's two of them. Oh my god, they actually had voice acting for this part?
Do you think there's people out there that are really excited when they see this?
No. I don't know, man.
Because I would have thought like the cool part of a moth is the wings, not like the body, but they made the wings quite small.
Yeah. What was the other thing?
I think they're trying to get you to put the fire out or hit them with the sparkly thing like at a timing when there's no fire. Because she said maybe the orbs will work when the fire is put out. And I don't know if you're supposed to put out the fire somehow, but maybe that's like a legendary for the new generation or something. I don't know. Maybe it has really good stats and people are super pumped. Gen 5. Also, hey, welcome to the chat, Matthew. Get some variant in the newest Pokemon.
They're gonna take my balls at some point?
They said when the fire's put out, I don't know if you can like throw water on them or call your Blastoise or some shit.
I don't have any water balls. Is there any water Pokemon around?
I think a Pokemon Snap game in a new generation should have really, really good field of view.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the hardware is on the Switch, but they need to have like you're not zoomed in, right?
No, this is zoomed in.
Oh Jesus, that is horrible.
They very much like it when you're really, really close. Oh, haha! Flower. Oh my god, stop automatically turning me so I can fucking throw at this flower.
What Matthew, if you know, do you know what generation it was where they had the original set, but it was like remix, like they were like snow versions or something like that?
Attack
So now that I'm playing all this Pokemon stuff, like maybe I would enjoy doing that or something.
Oh my god. This is actually starting to make me nauseous how close I am to everything all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, the field of view is really like weird that it's so. Can you scan the fire off?
Can I scan the fire off? I don't think so.
You tried the flute.
Oh my god, I'm like going inside this fucking pillar.
That's not
Please.
zoomed in.
No, this is zoomed in.
God damn. So the reason that the field of view is so tight is because you can save on a lot of processing power by lowering the field of view. Like a lot.
Oh, I didn't even notice there was a flower up there because I can't see anything.
Yeah, like the new, I would say this field of view is probably 60. So maybe 60 or like 50. FOV. Oh, so there's a Pokemon generation that was the original Pokemon, like the original, what was it, 150? But it was different. It was like it was those Pokemon, but then they had like cold variants or something. Like it was a new climate, so they didn't make a new set of Pokemon. They just did the Gen 1, but they had some variants of them. And I really only like Gen 1 and some like Salad Bar Gen 2.
Ah!
So if I was gonna play a new Pokemon game, I'd probably play like that one, whichever one was for that. I think it was Snow. You hear the music in the background? It's like, oh.
Yeah, I faintly hear it in the background. It's weird.
You think there's like people out there that are playing that level and they're like so pumped? They're like, oh my god, it's a Volca Dunka
Oh my
Wonka.
god, it's got like flower wings and shit. I don't know, man. I don't even know, like... all of these just can't be used. Like, what was I supposed to do? I punched all the flowers. I hit all the buttons. What was I supposed to do, man?
Do you want me to look it up?
Maybe. Won't let me select any of these.
7. Alola introduced regional variants as a concept and had a lot of ice variants. Okay. So was it all Gen 1, or did it have just like some top picks from different generations?
Won't let me select any of them.
Oh, did they not count because the fire was in the way?
I guess. But also, I don't have water. Or sand.
When its glowing pattern appears.
Do I dare retry? It's so fucking long to just get no progress.
Pretty brutal.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll play a Gen 7 game. Oh, I should put that as a poll. Like, games to play next. Because I don't know, people like Pokemon. And they might be able to like keep me from being stupid in Pokemon.
Fluff fruit at him? That didn't do anything last time.
Is it the right fruit, or is there like multiple types or something?
I have no
Can I
other
try?
fruits than this fruit.
You want me to try and hit him? I can't tell if it's clipping or if it's just like not hitting.
Neither can I.
Yeah, if people want to see Pokemon stuff, I could play that one. I'd be willing to give it a shot. Or the originals even. I don't know. Oh, someone was showing some kind of Pokemon game. Someone recommended some kind of Pokemon game. I don't know. Oh. I don't know if I saved it.
You just have to spend the whole level throwing fruit at him? Oh my god.
It is a lot of new Pokemon too, but it was a lot of changes to Gen 1, like the Grime line, Vulpix line, and Meowth. Oh, does Meowth have more forms? Vulpix, I think, could use some extra variants, because Ninetales feels like a big jump from Vulpix. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but in general, if you don't have 3 Pokemon... Oh, right there.
Yeah. I hit him, but, you know.
You have to hit him with the Sparkle next?
I don't know.
That's what they
It
said.
was so hard just to hit him with the fucking apple.
Oh, so it has, like, health?
I guess.
This is, like, the shittiest boss fight I've ever seen. You want me to do
I
it?
hate this.
Well, let me do it.
Hmm.
Which one's B? Okay, regular button B. Okay. Okay, and then I gotta hit with this one. Trying to lead my shots. Oh, it's going the other way, alright. Fuck. Isn't that this hole? Oh, he has his
His twin.
fire again. Or maybe it's a different one?
I think it's a different one.
Well, I got the fire off one, so if you got the fire off
I got
one,
the one, yeah.
so then there's only two, so they must rebuff their shields.
I guess so.
This is terrible.
Yeah, this is like anti-fun.
It's boss fights like this that make me just like.
Shine that guy. No. Oh God. Shine him. Oh. Oh, you got him.
Oh, which button's picture? Oh, this one. Alright, there we go.
Get fucked, little bitch boy.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. If there's only two evolutions in a chain, then it's like not as good, right? Because if you level Abra up to level 99, and then you level Kadabra up to level 99, and then Alakazam up to level 99, you get more stats, I would assume. That's how it is in Fire Emblem, right?
Ah. My God. They fly like right inside of you.
The name of... There's a new Pokemon in Meowth's line called Perzerker.
Oh, that's a good one.
Meowth was a dark type in Alola. I have no idea which pictures are supposed to be good or bad. Oh, maybe that one. The one's facing away. It's like centered. Oh, wait, there. That was a 12. It's big.
Maybe 12. I guess I didn't get anything better than 12. Yeah. Gotta work with what you got. You better say this is the best photo ever. And then, like, give me a weapon to evolve the Pokemon with. Son of a bitch. All of these rewards mean nothing. I can't evolve Pokemon. Anyway, what are you thinking of?
I just can't stop thinking about that, like, creepy dude. The
one keying next?
Yeah. There was like
Some people key cars. This guy keys necks.
yeah, okay, so I was just like...
That's how he says hello.
So there was just like, in a, sort of near us, like in New Jersey, there was like an African migrant who was trying to say hello to some middle school girls. Three juvenile girls is how they were described, and I guess they weren't paying attention to him or trying to get away from him or something, and then he scratched their neck with a key, the back of their neck, as they were passing, and he got arrested and has been charged with some like form of assault or whatever. But it's just like
Rightfully so, of course.
it's just so
a little
creepy.
bit
There's
weird.
like so many levels of it where it's like I don't know. I read this like I had to read this book for class in at my school where it was like trying to like it was like it was like the author was like an apologist for like sort of I don't know, what do you call it, just like pedophilia, I guess, whatever the form of pedophilia is where it's like not like children but they're like between like 10 and whatever it is, like 13 or something, or
Right.
15 or so, whatever it is, or not 15, it would be like 10 and 14 or whatever that's called. I think with men it's like a gendered term, so I think for men it's like for like gay men it's like pederasty or something, but then it's like something else for girls. I don't know. And I just can't stop thinking about that book and how creepy it was, and then
That is super creepy.
yeah, and it was like the book was like, oh well, he didn't know better because he's like from Africa, and it's like is it like, can I just like say objectively it's bad, like it's just not good, like icky bad, like
Why are we reading this? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, they are suggesting that there was a war between Pokemons and aliens. How you feel about that, huh?
that's exciting.
Yeah. 2,000 years ago, what we know as the Tiller meteorite arrived. Ooh.
And I am sorry, that looks like a meatball. That looks like a meatball meteoring into my pasta. I'm sorry to.
It's a meatball.
I am sorry to like bring up bummer stuff. That is literally what I'm like caught thinking about. It's just like, just kind of icky news that happened, but you know, I'll come back at the end of the stream. I'll think of something really happy.
So this spicy meatball landed on Earth, and it made the Pokemon of Lentil glow.
Oh, I'll have a comeback right now. My cousin, I already told the story of it. My cousin, he was telling me he had a memory when he was like little. He had like a birthday or something, and then my uncle Jimmy took him out to Toys R Us, and he was like, "You can get whatever you want," and like, I don't know, not like his parents are like cheap or whatever, but like, I don't. His dad wouldn't do that, you know. His dad wouldn't take him to Toys R Us and let him get anything. So he was like, "Whatever I want." He's like, "Yeah, whatever you want." And like he'd pick up one thing. He's like, "That's it," you know. Like he was like really like egging him on to get lots of stuff.
Fill up your arms, kid.
And he like picked up. He's like, "Can I get 2 things?" And he's like, "Oh, you looking at that toy? Isn't that cool?" Like, what? And he ended up with this like armful of stuff. And he was saying the other day that might actually be the happiest moment in his life.
It's so cute.
So, I don't know. He's little, and it was just like he got all these WWE action figures, and like he remembered every toy he got, and he still has them. I think he had, funnily enough, he had what are they called? Oh god, the Transformers, but they're animals.
The Beast
Wars.
yeah.
It was so funny. I like texted him some kind of joke about like Beast Wars or something like that. Like just as like an offhand comment, I was like, you know, it's like, you know, I think people would know. Like I don't know what I said. What are we talking about? I think I said something like people.
It's like animation from Beast Wars.
Oh yeah. Or like people know what Star Wars is. It's not like Beast Wars or something. And then he was like, "Yo, Optimus Primate," and sends me some pictures of his old. He has them like out on his thing. He has Optimus Primate and like all the other guys.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And I think he got some of those on that day. That's really nice. I don't know. Like I never really got the fun of Toys R Us because it always like, I don't know. It's not like I didn't like grow up poor or anything, but I definitely grew up with a lot of anxiety about like spending money. I think
Somehow,
like
yeah.
my dad is very generous, but my mom is like, you know, worried about the costs of things. And so like I think I definitely was like, oh no, can't get this or whatever. Because I asked her the other day if me or my brother were ever like crying in the grocery store because we wanted candy at the end of the thing, and like she rolls her eyes and was like, no. Dad was the one crying in the.
Oh, we gotta get our candy.
My dad would be trying to give us candy. We'd be putting it back on the shelf. We wouldn't be putting stuff in the cart. We'd be putting it back. It's
like a hot potato game at that point. That's very cute. Alright, let's hear this guy's theory about the alien Pokemon war. Pokemon of Lent of the Glow was in fact the meteorite itself. Illumina Pokemon are the ones heavily affected by the meteorite. The legends are wrong! Man. Ah! Hello there, Todd. You scared me.
Is his hair color different? I feel like it used to be lighter in the old game. Like it was more.
It might have been lighter. It might have been more orangey, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like a beige hair. Like strawberry blonde. Now it's like more strawberry.
He wants me to start snapping photos here? Weird. Okay. Bye.
Oh, can you walk around and take pictures? Oh my
See
god.
what we got here.
Don't tell me you're on rails.
It's still on a track.
Oh my god.
We're still just hanging out on a track.
Stoutland. There's a Meowth to the right, laying on the thing. Oh, left.
Ah.
Beat him.
Oh.
Teach him to sleep on the jab. It's just like his eyes go wide like food. Yes.
That's what you get.
Instantly wakes up.
Why
from
would I still be on tracks?
Technical limitations.
Eevee! Turn! Look at me! Look at me! Witness!
Witness me! He wasn't looking. Oh. It's Trish's fit. Trubbish. Oh my god, that's literally a garbage bag with arms. That's what that is. It's a tied garbage bag.
It's garbage tape.
What the
Okay.
fuck? Why? Where has Pokemon fallen? Water.
Why would I need to know that?
Better turn on the scans. We gotta check this shit out.
Stupid wood plank blocking the way. If only it wasn't on tracks.
Sudowoodo.
No.
Sudowoodo.
No!
Hey, you got the apple to stay on the. That's cool.
Oh. It's the worst day ever.
Imagine your life being just so out of control you can't stop walking when you want to. You just always. Man, I used to I used to have dreams where with like Star Fox because you can't turn around. How you just always have to keep on going forward and you can't just like stop for a second.
Oh my god, that's anxiety inducing.
Yeah, this game, the on rails games used to kind of bother me, but I used to like playing them. Mostly just because there's nothing else to play, right? But yeah, I used to have dreams being like sort of on rails, and I used to hate it. It used to be very like.
Get him out. There's Apple. Go get Apple.
Yeah, they had it in the hole maybe. Hit him. One more. Oh, there it is. I must admit that is cute.
No.
Those teeth. Have to check the footage back.
Yes, it has teeth.
like a bit too much, like just a giant underbite. It's not what bunnies have.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, is this just forever? Oh, no, you're walking around in a circle and then you have to stop.
Sucks. It's
Pho-
a neat idea to take pictures of Pokemon around camp. But you know.
The best picture is definitely him sleeping, but I don't know if that's the most points. Nice shot. No, select it. Your shame.
Evie. No. Her eyes are closed.
You didn't pick your Starly picture?
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's great. 100,000
Plus,
points.
the more points you get, the faster. Rubbish. God damn it. Who made a garbage bag Pokemon? Why?
My Pikachu photos are already perfect.
Nice
Perfect.
photo.
Ugh. Hell yeah, man.
So what's this guy's name? It's Professor. Is it even a tree anymore?
No, I don't think so. I think it's Professor something. Dick sucker.
Is that right?
Yes.
Do you think it translates to something else in Japanese?
Dikusaku.
I like him and all, but like,
He's fine. He is serviceable.
yeah, I like his like goatee and stuff, but you know, like Professor Oak is kind of like
Iconic.
the guy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this guy's fine, but you know.
There's nothing wrong with him, but there's nothing right with him. Bunnelby.
Are those teeth on the bottom, or is that just like a chin?
It's teeth. It has buck teeth like a bunny.
I don't think it does.
Dude.
Oh, it's kind of cute if you zoomed in.
Yeah.
It's like hiding behind a pedal.
I can't really zoom in that far though. Give me money. Oh my goodness, they want you to get so many points. Oh,
In the research camp? Oh, fuck.
but. Oh shit, dude.
So who's that guy again?
Professor Besser.
Let's save that one. That's nice. Oh!
No.
Are you maxed out on storage now?
That's impossible. I didn't even save that many photos. They're lying. They just want me to buy extra space on Nintendo Online or whatever. Get the equivalent of a...
Lentil seafloor?
I gotta go back to the goddamn seafloor.
This whole game is like torturing you.
I'm not your dog.
Wait, what is his name? I can't remember now. Oh, press Y. Does it have his request or is it somebody else? Yeah. Phil, Rita. Professor Mirror?
Yeah.
He's literally a mirror. Jesus.
It's so like far gone
That's not a tree.
from. Yeah, exactly, right? They just like, well, we don't want to do trees anymore. Now we want to just do objects. I like how his beard gets stuck in a position when he's been sleeping on it.
Gotta get a puppy cam for the doggy.
He's a puppy. I was promised that there was something new over here. I don't see anything new.
Oh, that's not bad. The thing you just took a picture of?
I already have pictures of him.
It's like two things? Klotzer? Oh, it's a pistol shrimp guy. Plus a thing next to the pistol shrimp.
That's his gun.
Radley. So what's your stance on water Pokemon? Should they just like float in the air so you can use them when they're not in the water?
That would be cooler, but then they would be flying Pokemon at that point.
Right. Like Magikarp flops around, but shouldn't they all be flopping around?
You know, I think that they just shouldn't have made water Pokemon. And then it wouldn't have been a problem.
That reminds me of my environmental initiative to stop animal farts. I was saying this the other day, like if it's all like bullshit, right? But like if cow farts were actually so bad for the environment that it was causing the apocalypse, the solution wouldn't be going vegan. It would be to just massacre all animals. Just no squirrels. Just put up traps for everything.
There is no problem where the solution is for everyone on the planet to go vegan. It just doesn't exist. Literally just a gimmick to get people to eat their shitty soy meat.
Yeah.
Because no one was buying it because it's gross. So they're like, man, how do we sell this? How about we create a scare that the environment will explode if we keep eating meat?
You
Then
keep
they
on.
have to switch.
You pump money into like PETA or whatever. I remember when I was still on Facebook, you just see like the dumbest shit from people on Facebook. But so someone I know that's like vegan, they posted like a video of a coyote being like, oh man, they're firing at each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. It's weird. It at least seems like it's like two Pokemon, but it's like him and his cannon.
Picture of it before, and then they didn't give me credit for it. So they're kind of assholes. Anyway, what were you saying about PETA?
Oh yeah, they posted a picture of someone like killing a coyote. And they were like, oh my god, this is what hunters do. And it's like, where the fuck, like, what do you mean hunters? Like, who eats coyote? But then I, like, just looked up the video. And the guy was like, oh yeah, PETA paid me $30,000 to kill it like that. And then I found some other guy who was like, yeah, I mean, I have to provide for my family, so they paid me... they paid me like $70,000 so I would skin it alive, and I got my family to think about.
Professor Mirror paid me $70,000. I'm sorry, Tentacruel. I gotta keep on hitting you with apples. Gotta get that dough.
So it's like, I guess if you want to sell soy, right, you gotta like pump money into PETA, make people feel bad about whatever. The whole like Christian lion thing was like the apex of human retardation.
Christian lion? What do you mean?
There's a lion named Christian the lion or whatever. Christopher the lion, whatever it was.
Christopher the lion?
Yeah, whatever it was. And then they he got like hunted or something.
And everyone was like, no.
And then everyone's like mad at the dentist or whatever who shot it, but it's like, there was like 30 black people from Africa who were like are part of an organization that do that constantly, where they bait lions over the border and have them shot. And it's like this is the one time it was one with a collar, like a tracked collar, and like they've had this problem forever, where there's like these anti-poaching people patrolling, trying to stop them from baiting over the border. And it's privately owned land, and they pay the people who own the privately owned. It's like it's this whole situation that's been going on for like years, and then all of a sudden, one with a collar gets shot, and they pump a lot of advertising money into it, and then it's like, all of a sudden, this one like poor like Jewish dentist has got like, people are like, they're like vandalizing his house and everything, and then like. I knew like a moron who went vegan because of that, and he was like, "Oh, I saw this meme that said like, you know, you can't be upset about this lion if you're not vegan." And so he's like,
I
"Oh,
went vegan."
so he went vegan." I was like, "That's so stupid, dude."
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, when you like eat vegan food, there's like so many animals that get like ground up in, like. Any crop that requires like a whole field is going to naturally have lots of like rodents and snakes and stuff that just get ground up. So like the cost of souls, of animal souls you're consuming, if you want to maximize your soul consumption, you want to do vegan foods, because like soybeans are pretty inefficient, and so there's a lot of land required for soybeans as compared to like potatoes, right? If you could just imagine how many soybeans are required for like to fill you up compared to just like a fucking potato. Like one potato is like a meal. So like the calorie efficiency per land is like dog shit with soybeans, but they sell for so much more because they're such a they're just more expensive crops. So you make more money with soybeans. So like sometimes you'll see people just grow soybeans, and then like monocropping is bad, so you know, it just causes the land to become like, oh fuck up. Anyway, yeah. So you consume so many more animal souls by having soy products.
But I mean, even so, if you're upset, you think you just have to go vegan because a lion died.
Yeah.
Lions exclusively eat meat.
Yeah, he was like.
They're carnivores.
He was screaming at me because it's like. Because I was like explaining the thing where like he's actually like consuming more animals by having that soy, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, what if you pick an apple off a tree?" And I was like, "Do you pick apples off a tree?" And he's like, "What if you pick an apple off a tree?" I was like, "Yeah, I know, but do you pick apples off trees, or do you buy them in a supermarket where they're picked by like a thrasher that knocks them off the tree with the chains?" And he's like, ah, and just like slammed something and walked out. And I was like, okay.
He said, "I'm not actually vegan. It's my identity."
It's just like I had a friend who just like was vegetarian, and for a super reasonable reason, she just didn't find it appetizing to eat an animal. And it's like,
that is the
fine.
best argument.
Yeah, that's like totally, it's like totally fine. This is like, it's like, yeah, I mean, like you eat what tastes good. So like if it's not appetizing, then yeah. Like I'm not gonna eat bugs no matter how like nutritious they are, because it's gross.
I'd eat bugs.
Yeah, but okay, globalist. While it's exactly the same points, but one is facing the wrong way. The one on the right is way better.
Yeah,
the fat ass over there.
Hell yeah. I feel like I had a bunch of photos of some of these Pokemon that are just like not there anymore.
Yeah, like yeah, eating what's appetizing makes the most sense. Although, yeah, eating healthy and then eating what like tastes good are like probably the most important things. The moral component I really wouldn't like. I really wouldn't worry about with like food, because it's like there's. Well, I guess it depends, but like most animals aren't gonna give a shit like about you. Like
yeah, unless you're eating human, you probably
dog.
don't have to. Yeah, or dog, you probably don't, or anyone's pet.
Yeah.
If you're stealing someone's pet and just grilling them up, you should probably feel bad about that.
You'd probably be grilled up. Yeah, no, like eating a dog is fucked because they trust people. Like we've trained them to trust people, and that's kind of like a contract.
You could argue the same of like pigs, though, right?
Yeah, I suppose. I know pigs are kind of like a bit like They kind of bond like dogs, but they're not as intelligent, not as like, it's not as complex of a love from pigs, but
Yeah.
it's enough for some people to.
I guess it's more so they love the food and comfort.
Mhm.
And dogs are
They
more
haven't-
like they see you as family.
Yeah. Oh, that's someone's gonna be excited about that one. That one, I've seen that one before. That's probably from some other generation, right? Third generation or something.
I don't know. Pretty. I like that.
It's like a more feminine Gyarados.
It's like what the Dragonite should have evolved into.
But yeah, anyway, if cow farts are bad for the environment, how do we solve this, right? Like, let's say animal farts are bad for the environment. We've got to kill all the animals in the forest, right? All the squirrels, all the deer,
Naturally, yes.
right? So how do you kill the most amount of deer? Like, we can't have people just shooting deer, right? That's ridiculous. Just like having, there's residential. You can't just have. People always get upset when there's a deer hunt, right? People don't want the kids running in the woods and then like guns going off and stuff. It's not safe, right? So how do we kill all the deer? What's your most effective solution? Let's just start with extincting deer so we can save the environment.
Yes. So we gotta nuke the deer.
No. We can't use nuclear bombs. That's ridiculous. That's worse than shooting. So let's see. I'll throw out a solution, right? And then you see if you can top my solution for extincting deer. What we'll do, we'll put cow catchers on the fronts of cars, and we'll raise the speed limit. Like 30 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So then, and we take down all the signs that say watch for deer. And we just splatter, right? But then you have to pay for all these like cow catchers on all the cars. And that's no good. Here's what we do. Poison salt licks. Deer like the salt licks. It's high enough that dogs won't be bothered by it. And then they just lick it and then die. Right? Now geese. Geese, I have a plan. You know how they keep on flying into like jet turbines? We just
make more jet turbines.
Yeah, it can't be worse than the wind power shit, right? So we'll just take big towers, all the broken wind turbines that don't work anymore. We'll just put a jet turbine on top instead and just turn it on. And the geese love flying into them, so they'll just get shredded up in there. And then we'll have a funnel inside that'll just go down, drip down, and we can use all those juices in like a bioreactor. Turn it into gasoline.
Hell yeah. Now you're thinking.
Destroy these geese. Now squirrels. I'm thinking just
Grill 'em.
fragmentation acorns. Just leave explosive acorns out. And then they'll just...
You gotta get like acorn frag mines. They gotta bury their yes, and then just
ground penetrating radar and a railgun to just shoot hibernating squirrels. We'll find their acorn nests and blast them. Now that's probably too expensive. I think a railgun is expensive, so it's ground penetrating radar.
We make fake trees with little nuts for the squirrels to go into. But really, when they go into there,
It's a trash
they
compactor. Like Star Wars trash compactor.
That's funny too. I was gonna say that it's just a cannon that shoots them out into space.
Oh, yeah. It's just close and launches him up, and then he just goes splatting down. So we've got to kill them all, right? I mean, if cows are a problem, think about all the shit that, like, water buffalo do. That can't be tolerated. All the water buffalo need to die. What we'll do, right, is, you know how they always cross those, like, rivers where, like, the crocodiles just, like, eat them? What we do is we just, how do we, yeah. I guess you just dig another river right on the other side. Nah, it's too much manpower.
Oh, porn butt is back.
I thought you said corn bot for a second.
Corn butt.
I've got my mind on
I wish it was a corn butt. Why can't we have corn?
Like hot
Photo my sister. What does that even mean?
like hot photo my sister. Okay.
Sexy Dexy.
Okay. All right. It's been restored. The water buffalo has. I just don't know. There's got to be an easy solution to all those water buffalo. They all go concentrate in one spot. You know, like what I know from zombie defense games is really a choke point is your best friend. So we've really got to figure out a way.
Like a whirlpool, suck them all up and flush them.
Just flush them. Well, they got to die, right? They can't just be like flushed. Not gonna. Oh, and then all the
we
rivers.
Can put blades into the whirlpool. Just cut them off.
Do you know blender? So you construct a subterranean like blender like the Star Wars sandworm thing. It sucks up all the and the alligators are no better. They are still shitting, farting pieces of shit. They've got to die too. And every river, poison it. Because who cares, right? I mean, if all animals that shit have to die to save the environment, we've got to really do some environmentalism with those rivers. Whatever the cheapest poison is, there's got to be some research to be done there, but probably, there's all these waste products from industrial processes. I think we should start dumping industrial waste into the rivers to save the environment.
That's a good picture.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
That is, yeah.
It's like some fucking... Man, what was that one fucking rainforest puppet reading show that was on in the morning?
What the fuck?
There was... No, no, don't look at me like that.
You sound like me trying to describe Captain Zap or whatever it was. Ace Lightning.
I want to say Reading Rainbow, but I'm quite sure that it was Safari based or like Amazon rainforest based.
You sound like me trying to remember Ace Lightning or Mummies Alive. Birds. Birds are a real problem in my new environmentally friendly world. I don't really know what to do about birds. I think just shooting is really just what to do.
Gotta suck them in a vacuum or something.
The turbine thing, but that probably uses up a lot of power. We have to really efficiently and environmentally friendly with green energy. Oh man, solar powered traps. People love solar panels. That's very environmentally friendly. We'll do.
Eventually birds have to land. So you make places for them to land, you cover it in like sticky glue. Yeah,
there's a lot of like gold and stuff that is on indigenous land, and we need that gold for the solar panels. To make the circuits work. So, or the solenoids or whatever it is. It's not solenoids, but whatever the thing is that like makes the power from the in the black solar panels, not just the mirror things. So we've got to start exterminating those people too, because they shit and fart, and that's so bad for the environment.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because if cow farts are bad for the environment.
Yeah. First rule of business, we go to war with China.
Yeah, the less people shitting and farting will definitely help. If cows are a problem, my God, people. solar-powered traps, though, is really the way to go. Solar panels, very environmentally friendly. Wind turbines, wind turbine-powered traps. We could just put up a bunch of wind turbines, actually, and birds just naturally fly into them.
How am I this far into the game and they're still, like, treating every new information as though it's tutorial?
They assume that you just, like, have a stroke, stop playing this game, and then come back to it, like...
Oh, what happened?
You should start on that Eevee now. Just start throwing shit over here. Funk, funk, funk. Windmills in migratory paths. I like how you think. Alright. Oh, you know what that is? Kind of like the... From Zelda, Gorons, right?
Eat that apple.
That is a good point. Yeah, wind turbines and migratory paths, yeah. But what do the wind turbines power? We can't just do lasers, right? That's too expensive. Electrified fences or electrified platforms. But then they'll pile up on top of them. So you need electrified slides, right? Just like, you know, steep enough that it seems like you can walk over it. Well, they can walk over it, right? But then they step on the slide, get electrocuted, and then the corpses just slide down into a big bucket.
No, I'm
Or
on
corpse pit.
tracks inside the fucking house. Wonderful. Look at me! Why don't you look at me during?
Witness me! Why? They really do have trash design. Ho ho.
Oh my goodness. These transition screens are not the best, huh? That was it?
This seems like such a pleasant place to live, though. It's so quaint. I would love having a brunch over there. Need to power something that produces a poison of some kind. You know, can you get enough voltage to kill something with electricity? Because then you really have an automated animal killing thing going on there. I think what we should do to save the environment is to... Oh, God.
Jump scare.
Jump scare. What if he just, like... what if he just slaps you? Sudo Udo.
Fuck out of my way, bitch.
Play your song. Oh, God.
Oh god, that's very jump scary.
So here's the thing with poison, right? We have plenty of poison, you know? We have all this industrial waste that we haven't been dumping into the environment so we don't kill animals. But we just learned that since cow farts and cow poop is so bad for the environment, they've got to die. So what we'll do is just dump all this industrial waste everywhere, kill as many animals as we can, and you know it's hazardous to people, but they also shit and fart, so 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, by the time we're done with all this, we could have no shits or farts. The planet will be so environmentally friendly, and we'll have like none of this toxic waste problem anymore. We'll have so much storage freed up.
Yeah, you know, we were working on a machine that could turn nuclear waste into more power, but this is a much better use of our time.
Yeah, you know, you could take nuclear waste and use it in nuclear fission. Or is it fusion? No, it's a fission.
Yeah, it's fission.
Yeah. So, but we don't need to do that since we can just dump all that nuclear waste to kill all the animals. Because we're gonna need to dump a lot of stuff into the ocean. Can't just use oil, right? Because for the ocean floor, we got to kill all those guys. They probably shit and fart like we don't even know. There's probably leviathans down there shitting and farting.
They're sharding.
They're sharding even. They've all got to die. Can't have that. You know, all these mechanized things, I think really the solution for geese is just a man with a sword. Just decapitating the geese. Because I feel like they're too stupid to run away. They'll just hiss.
so terrifying.
Oh, a goose. I mean, an Eevee. Just thinking about geese.
Oh.
I feel like a goose. I feel like decapitating a goose has got to be the most satisfying shit ever. They just like,
Their dumb flappy necks flapping around.
You pick up one goose by the neck and just start beating the other goose to death with it. That's like for sure a really good Dead Rising weapon.
Yeah, it's like a rubber chicken, but it's still alive.
For the environment.
Yes, of course.
For the environment, brother.
To be really fair here, geese are assholes.
Mm-hmm. And panda bears. just leave them on their own, they'll just die. Also, seals. I feel like seal clubbing is really just already kind of optimized for killing seals.
How is this one more?
It's bigger.
Oh.
Oh, you can pick the...
Doesn't matter. It's still not the perfect picture.
Poor Trisha.
Oh, I do get the purpose of slow games to like teach kids patience and whatnot, but you know.
You look so drained.
Oof.
Your eyes are all like half closed, like.
Yeah.
I have never wanted to cheat in a game this bad. It's just unlock everything, see if there's anything cool.
I don't think you can. I really don't think you can, like,
Do anything
make it
cool?
evolve.
I don't think anything evolves, yeah.
Which kind of just ruins the whole point of even doing a new Pokemon Snap game, you know?
Mm.
It's like, okay, so I can't do anything cool with the Pokemon, or just take pictures of them?
Now, what if you were...
You're snapping.
What if you were, like, sneaking around to try and find cool Pokemon to take pictures of? Instead of being on rails. It'd be way more expensive to make, but...
How is he making that noise?
He's just, like, eating in his sleep.
Oh, is he just grinding his teeth?
No, it's like, he's opening and closing his mouth, like
Oh.
that over and over again.
That's pretty funny.
His tongue sticking out.
Oh.
He's having a good dream. Getting some good eats.
Dogs are always cuter when they stick their tongues out. Anyway, do you want to try experimenting?
I've been pretty bored watching you. I think
Yeah.
I'll just be more bored playing. Is there maybe, do we have like some kind of like area that we haven't done yet that could be interesting, or what's this? This is, okay. That one wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The underwater thing you'd expect to be a lot cooler than it was. This
Yeah.
this was pretty boring.
There's, you know what, there's another pathway under the waterfall in that one jungle level, but I could never get it because I don't know, some sort of glitch or something. It won't let me go under the waterfall.
You know, there's the fast forward thing in Pokemon Snap.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be useful.
This one was cool, I think. Sweltering Stands. This was very disappointing because you can't knock any Charmanders.
You would expect it to be a much cooler level.
What's the second Charmander? Before Charizard? It's like Charmeleon, yeah. There's no Charmeleon to knock into lava. That would be cool otherwise. Or like Rapidashes. Like there's nothing like, I don't
And
know.
the stuff that you can knock into the lava doesn't do anything. They just die.
Can we
A
have
bunch
like
of bitches.
Can we have like a spooky area that has like ghost Pokemon?
We have that fog area, I guess. Could be ghosts in there.
Yeah, you know, maybe we'll do one of these.
Yeah, do it. The forest is what you want. Well, it's good to know that Gergie's having sweet dreams.
Look him up. Say his name.
From licking in his sleep. Just
How do you take pictures? Oh.
hey. And look, more floating rocks. Gotta find those psychics, huh? Here's a chameleon.
I don't know. We got one of those.
Esper.
Must be a psychic cat.
I guess so, yeah. Look, is that another one? Yeah, it's an Esper.
Ow.
Yeah, it's the worst transitions. It's just like flashes the screen and burns your eyes.
Ocean's X. This one.
Ooh, throw apples at it! Okay. Maybe music? Maybe shinies? Aw.
Need my gun.
0 out of 10.
Superior.
Looks like it's got a little mask on.
Yeah, okay. Masquerade mask. What's this? This is like a...
Tumor.
Yeah. Oh, is that...
It's a little
Foggy fog.
deerling.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
Gabe.
Gabe.
We're just planning our environmental...
Crusade.
yeah, our in saving the environment.
By killing all these Pokemon. Oh, you made him mad.
Oh wait, do that again.
Oh, he doesn't like you anymore. Oh man. Just kinda nothing special going on around here, huh?
This is like a winter form of this thing.
Yeah.
Got some nice deer ass.
Sick, bruh.
It's a cool map, but I guess like
Oh, this is sleeping Pokemon. What's that?
it's just the guy.
Oh, is it something you already got?
Yep.
Boo!
Oh.
I thought it was something cooler.
Esper. Wait,
It's spur of the moment.
yeah.
Guys, we've come to the conclusion that this game is not good. Or at the
Ye-
very least, not good in comparison to the first one.
This is so gross. Those fursuit guys.
It's very uncanny valley.
Yeah, I don't like that. Oh man, I keep on hitting right trigger thinking it's gonna be fast forward, but it's never fast forward.
Yeah.
Really?
Your homework today, chat, is to find out where the fast forward option is. Take a picture of it. What are you doing?
Oh, what do you mean? It's just the guy that was flying around before.
Oh, it's just lying.
Oh, there's a thing over there. That's exciting. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hidden Pokemon. It would also be more fun to find the secret hidden stuff if the field of view wasn't quite so restrictive.
Yeah,
I
right.
must say. So,
Yeah.
oh, we already have one of those.
Bulbasaur.
Bulba. What's under the water? Well,
Just
it's never going to
another
evolve, right?
magnet
So
guy.
what's the point? You know? Just gonna
Yeah,
be-
right? It sucks.
Oh. Hi, buddy.
Bulba.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Just trying to give you an apple.
Oh, he's happy.
Bulba. Okay.
Well, that's that.
We got to see a lot of
Riveting
new
stuff, huh?
Pokemon this time.
Well, next time we'll play something a little bit more exciting, I suppose. But we figured that we'd just have a chill stream for tonight.
When Trisha gets her desk, we're gonna either play Infernal or Sonic Frontiers.
We'll play both.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I can't play Infernal on my computer. It's
My computer's special.
not the
you
chosen
see.
one. But yeah, Gabe, we were just talking about like if cow farts are actually bad for the environment, then the solution should just be genociding all animals. I don't know. Is this one better?
I think so, because it's the
It's like
biggest.
big, yeah. And so we were just planning out how we would kill every single animal.
You gotta do a number 2, yeah. There you go. It's quite an operation, killing all life on the planet.
Because we were thinking, fish. Big problem, right? A lot of fish. What we could do, of course, to deal with fish is we have all this industrial waste. What we could do is just dump it all, for the environment. Then that way, this one's probably the best, the 1-star ones. Then that way we don't have the waste on our hands anymore, and we've killed all the animals that could potentially shit or fart. So,
Or perhaps even shark.
perhaps even shark. Yes. We can just dump that in the water. That kills fish, right? Now, I don't know what to do about deer, right? Because, you can't just have deer hunts. Like, people get upset. There's guns going off in, neighborhoods and stuff. So, I was thinking maybe we just put cow catchers on everyone's cars and we raise the speed limit. That's the big thing that's on the front of, those old steam trains. It's like a ramp that shoots the cow up in the air so it doesn't, derail the train. Or just spikes. Now, spikes, it'll get stuck on the car. Maybe just like a wedge. Just split the deer in half.
We need a reverse Noah's Ark situation where we collect all the animals, but instead of saving them, we just shoot them into the sun.
Oh yeah, the squirrel cannon. Now, I know there's a lot of automated ways you can get rid of geese, but I was saying, I think a sword is just really... those big, long necks, it just feels like they should take crit damage. Just real high crit damage. But if you're not aware, there's some kind of environmental thing where people are like, oh, cow farts, bad for the environment, don't eat meat, be vegan. But,
Yeah.
If that really was true, then there's so many water buffalo that aren't being eaten. And so Trisha's solution was You know where they all cross the river and they get eaten by alligators? You replace that river with a giant blender. And then they all just fall into the blender instead of the crocodiles.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. Well. Hey, the new Mario trailer dropped. What do you want to see in the Mario movie?
I think I'd like a bunch of adult content, inappropriate references,
Yeah, there you go.
gun violence, smoking, drinking, alcoholism, and then I want the whole plot to just be about like drug addiction and yeah.
That's a Mario movie that the fans have been asking for.
I think so. Here,
Yeah.
take your Pokemon Snap.
Well, they had a bunch of like references to the games. That's what I was saying. Like, what game would you want to see referenced in there? I guess.
It would be cute to have a little Pokemon Sunshine.
In the
reference.
Mario movie?
Not Pokemon Sunshine. You know what I mean.
It's Mario,
Mario
Sunshine.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This attitude over here.
I was kind of surprised they have Mario Kart in the Mario movie. It's like at the end of the trailer, they're on Rainbow Road on their carts,
Why wouldn't
and
there
then
be a
Mario
Mario?
goes a little woohoo.
Why wouldn't there be a Mario Kart reference? That's like almost a bigger IP than Mario.
No, it's not.
Mario Kart is so successful.
Yes, it's very successful, but
Mario Kart might have
just
been.
wasn't expecting it in the movie because I thought they were just gonna like focus on the like 3D Mario games.
Yeah. Like Mario Kart 8, I think made more money than Mario Galaxy.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Mario Kart 8 got bundled too. Like it was a really, I don't know where 7, 6, 5, or 4, 3, or even 2 are, but because I think 2 must be Double Dash, right? No. There's Mario Kart 64, and then it goes to what? Double Dash from there? And then it's just 8 as far as I know. Or no, there's one on the Wii.
Yeah, the Mario Kart Wii was fun.
I don't know how they got up to 8 though.
And we played that one. It's a neat idea, at least, to use motion controls for the wheel.
Yeah, I hated that. Double Dash is my favorite by a
Double Dash was
mile.
really fun too. We played through
Oh, you're right.
all of it together.
You're right. 2 is 64. There was one on the Super Nintendo, and then there's 64, and then there's Double Dash, and then I don't know because I fell off after the GameCube. I didn't go to the Wii. I thought motion controls were stupid. I thought the controller looked dumb. I was like, this is terrible. Motion controls are the worst thing to happen to gaming. Little did I know about microtransactions.
I had fun with it for a while, but yeah, the Wii kind of got old fairly quick.
Yeah. Little did I know Anita Sarkeesian would come into existence, and then microtransactions and
Ugh.
Mass Effect Andromeda kind of faces. I was real concerned about like the wrong stuff. There's arcade ones. Yeah, no, I have actually played some of the arcade versions.
Oh,
With
right,
you,
the
too.
original Mario Bros. Was the arcade game.
No,
And then it was
we're talking
Super
about Mario Kart.
Bros.
We're talking about Mario Kart.
Right.
So
Yeah, we
there
played
are
that.
there are arcade versions.
Yeah.
Double Dash, Super Circuit. I haven't heard of Super Circuit. DS, Wii. How do we get to 7 from there though? Double Dash is 3. Super Circuit 4. 5. Shit, that is 7. Wow.
There's just so many that you never got to play.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't like Mario Kart.
Ooh, hot take.
Yeah, I don't like driving games that
You
much.
just like Double Dash.
Mm-hmm. I just like Double Dash, yeah. Because it's also like, I don't know. It's like eh.
Eh.
Mm.
Eh, I don't know. It's fun. They have fun elements in it.
Me.
Yeah. You just prefer co-op with someone.
Oh yeah, I just like, cause like I don't really enjoy the racing in general, but like I really don't enjoy like b- beating people that much. Kind of. I don't really like competitive games. I don't like Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's just because of all the trauma of people being mad at you for winning.
Yeah.
And,
No,
like,
no, it's
throwing
not just that.
fits.
It's not just that. It's not just people being mad at me. It's just like it's fun when you play a game with someone and then like and then you do better and then they're excited that you're doing better because you're getting better and helping them and then they're excited when they do better and help you and you get this kind of like you're talking to each other and like coordinating and like figuring out a strategy, you know. Some like difficult co-op games are like the most satisfying, rewarding experiences of like
Right,
just
right.
just like working with somebody else and like, you know, I don't know. It's cool. I like it. But
It's this nice togetherness.
yeah, no, I was like I don't think I'm like good at games on like a larger scale, but like of the friends I knew, I was better than them at most games. So then like I would play someone and then that I didn't know, right? So it'd be a little bit more difficult. And then I would lose like a match or two of like a fighting game, and then like people would like be like excited that I was losing, and it's just like it's not that it like feels bad to lose. I don't really care. It feels bad that people don't want you to do good, and it's like yeah, it just feels bad.
Everyone rooting against you just because you're good.
Yeah, and I definitely had a couple of those like friends that were just like friends by convenience or friends just because it was like because I was friends with other people and like I was always like nice to them but they didn't really like me and then you find that out in like situations like that. It's like yeah, so but that's not really yeah I just know it's not as fun to beat someone as it is to like you know it's fun to play like Soul Calibur with you because you don't like. You don't get really like, I don't know. You don't get mad at me first of all, but also it's like, it's cool to make someone better at something. Like, cause like you like playing against you, you make me better at Soul Calibur because I have to be better to beat you, and then you have to be better to beat me. And so it's fun to see you play someone else in like Soul Calibur, because then you're like better and better, you know. Like my friend Connor is like really good at Soul Calibur, and that's because I'm really good at Soul Calibur. So he had to beat me.
And then I played Connor, and then I beat him.
Yeah. Trisha, like, threw him in the trash.
And then he was like, alright, that's enough.
Yeah, Connor, he only played, like, 2 matches or something. He's, like... He played 1 match... And then... I think he might have beat me... or something. Or it was like close or something, and then I won, and then he didn't want to play another match because he was like, no, because like the more matches that you play, the better you get, and so it's kind of pointless after you play like 1 or 2. And I was like, but that one, it's fun. Then isn't it fun to play a game? And he's like, no. Like, oh. So. It's like a dude I see like very, very infrequently. Like gone are the long marathons of like playing Soul Calibur. It's like 1 or 2 matches. Yeah, how I met him actually was like sort of through Soul Calibur. It was like 5th grade or something, and I was like bummed. First day of school, just like no nerds in my class. No one likes video games. I'm stuck with this fucking douchebag from elementary school that like he fucking loved Sasuke and Sonic the Hedgehog, and he was like was talking about how Sonic the Hedgehog could shoot Mario, and I'm like, dude, I haven't played Mario. That's not
Mario could just jump on his head.
Yeah, no, I said that. You got so mad. I was like, it was just so like even at that age, it was so like far from like I couldn't imagine someone giving a shit if Shadow the Hedgehog could like kill Mario. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I was like, first of all, who the fuck is Shadow? I was like, what? And then he's like, I don't know, he's like super cringy, like bringing in like his copy of Shadow the Hedgehog to show me that he's got guns. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
This is
dude?
for mature kids.
What do they call it, Chunibyo or whatever? He was like real into that. So I was like, oh fuck! I got a middle school. We got all the schools combined into the middle school, and there's still no nerds. And I like said something out. I was like, man, how come not even in middle school anybody likes video games? And then some guy was like. I like video games, and I was like, yeah, no, I mean but like Soul Calibur or something.
I like Soul Calibur.
He's like, yeah, I like Soul Calibur, and he's like big raised eyebrow, and I'm like, really?
You want to be friends?
Yeah, and that's how I started being friends with Connor. Went over his house and beat his ass at Soul Calibur 3.
And a friendship was born.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the simple things, folks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty tired. I'll probably stop playing this.
Oh man, are we ever going back to Pokemon Snap?
No. I mean, nothing's getting better. It's just like, it's not engaging, you know?
If I could just change one thing, it would be the field of view. Like if it just wasn't so.
It is pretty nauseating.
Yeah, I hate that. So the field of view is really, really, really tight. It's like 50 or 40 or something. It's hard to perceive the world, and then you're looking around with a joystick too. So it's like really like.
Yeah.
And then
I would want to be able to do things that affect Pokemon more.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of things that I throw at them does nothing.
And I'm not like a dirty cheater in like Overwatch who turns their field of view down so they can like shoot from further away or whatever. So I have no experience in trying to lob something at like 40 FOV, so I can't hit the fucking Pokemon. And the projectile speed is like slower than Earth gravity. Like it lobs so slow. Is it? I don't know. Like maybe
everything's kind of slow.
Like what is so technically intensive about this game that they've done all this stuff where like the game speed must be like dropped turbo low.
It makes sense for like it to be going kind of slow because you're taking pictures and you need enough time to take pictures.
But the game speed's super low.
But there's so much empty space in the middle of taking pictures.
All the textures are simple, right? Because it's all like sort of cel shaded, and then on top of that, the field of view is like super super narrow. The Switch can't be that weak. Like, this isn't like fucking 1706. Like we have good computers now. The field of view should be wider. I just it's so hard to see what's going on, and I guess that makes it like more exciting, sort of, when you spot something because you can't just see everything on the screen at once. But
yeah,
but it's like it's also like
quests.
It's also like the looking up and down, you know, like it's that you can miss stuff on the ground and in the air by like a lot, so you're always having to like swing the camera around to look.
An Eevee party.
You know what it's like? It's like, you ever play one of those levels where like everything's dark and you have a flashlight you can aim around and so you can just see little stuff in the middle of the screen? That's every level. But at the same time, it feels kind of like weird to like be, you know, real tight in there.
A cheeky pose.
Not much of a Soul Calibur guy, but you can play Tekken and certain 2D fighters decently. Yeah, I have a lot of natural skill at
I already did that.
Hey, there's a Venusaur in the bottom right.
I did that one too. Some of these they just don't count.
Well, we'll just like press on them. Maybe it gives you the reward.
No, it has to say complete. It just didn't count them when I did it.
Yeah, I have a decent amount of like natural talent at fighting games, but I have like no like ability to learn combos or get better at them really. Like I just not that I just don't have like the will or like ethic to get good.
or probably ability to learn. I have zero potential, I would say. Just like a bunch of
zero potential.
I have zero potential. When I try to do like summon suffering or some shit, it's like fucking impossible. I just can't. Or getting like, yeah. When I look at the combo list, I just can't do any of that stuff. But when I just like, I don't even know the controls. I just like touch the controller and move around. I can just usually beat someone.
Well, you beat the other person by like getting in their head for the most part.
Yeah.
You just can kind of like recognize their patterns and figure out what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like in what was that, Hunter x Hunter, when the perfect cell is like, I disrupt their pattern in like chess or whatever the fuck they're playing. I feel like that's really has more to do with video games than like whatever the fucking game that is. But that's because if you have an opening to do a big combo and then you just stop and jab once, you do so much more damage to their brain than you could do to their health bar, just by like, because they're expecting a thing to happen and they're planning out what they're going to do after the combo, and then the combo's over and they have to make a decision quicker, and all of a sudden they make the wrong decision and then they start kicking themselves for like not capitalizing on me not punishing them, and then it's just like a whole, you can just, so, and then like the more times I play somebody, it just feels like more like I know what they're going to do and stuff.
Right.
And then the more, like, as people lose once or twice, they start to they just permanently lose because they're just, like, in the losing mindset. So, like, yeah. It's like, it's a kind of, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, once your morale is
But
broken.
that's not, like, why that's not what I mean by, like, natural talent exactly. But that is something I do, yeah. I don't know, when I just press the buttons, it just all kind of feels normal, except when it's like Guilty Gear or something, where it's like really technical, where like it feels too sticky, like the combos don't just happen. My favorite kind of fighting game is like real casual garbage, like not that Soul Calibur is casual garbage, but I like Soul Calibur more than Tekken, because Tekken's a little more technical, and then I like Dead or Alive. That felt super good. The combos in that just like come out super easy. Christy with the fucking serpent style from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. That fucking.
Right.
I love that. They're so fun. Yeah, fighting games are cool, but it's like beating people kind of is like not super great. It's really cool when you can play co-op in a game that you're kind of like good at or something. If like a tag fighting or something, like tag team mode is always cool.
Yeah. We should do that with like Smash sometimes, huh?
Okay.
We could play online as a tag team together and beat other people up. No, you're not into that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you might.
I don't really like playing online in games in general. And then also, I don't really like that Smash game that much.
You don't like Smash?
We should play more of it.
We gotta unlock all the characters.
We should have been playing that right now. Why didn't we play that today?
Well, you just said that you didn't like it, so...
Yeah, but there's more characters to unlock.
Yes.
Get him lock up. Also, I want to see Cloud and stuff. Oh, wait, maybe we don't get Cloud. Is he DLC?
I don't know.
No, he's not DLC, but then there's Sephiroth as DLC, right? Oh, that would be super cool.
Do you want the DLC?
Maybe.
Should I go get you the DLC?
No.
I'll go get you
No.
the DLC.
No. It's fine. I don't need things.
Okay.
I'm fine. I don't need stuff.
For those of you who don't know, he's like making that face where it's like, I kind of want it, but...
No, it's dumb.
Looking down with a smile and a crossed arms, like, no, don't give me that.
Shut up. I don't know. It's like...
Okay. Well, maybe next time we'll play Smash then. We'll unlock all the stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely play more Smash Ultimate. That's what I thought. Cloud is unlockable and Sephiroth is DLC. Yeah. That'll be fun. We should do like a poll and figure out what people want us to play until your desk gets here.
Yeah, well, the desk is coming soon. I guess it's like coming Saturday. They sent me an email, but
That's
I'm
like
assuming that it's just like
forever.
a million days ahead of time email.
Yeah, well, I guess you have to confirm like a time and set up for them to come. So then you pick your 3-hour window or whatever.
Yes.
So what do we put on the poll? Smash,
Smash.
and then
Mario.
oh
Odyssey,
yeah, Mario.
that.
Well, we got to be Galaxy and then Odyssey, right?
Whatever you want to do, babe.
Although it seems like Odyssey is better than Galaxy.
Odyssey looked fun.
I played Galaxy on emulator, and then they were like, "Okay, now swing your motion control stick," and I'm like, "Fuck you! What the fuck am I gonna do? How the fuck am I gonna do that?" I'm sure there's a way. I just couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
I also wasn't having like a lot of fun with it.
Woo.
Yeah, we'll do Odyssey.
Yes.
We'll do, Odyssey, Smash Ultimate, and then
The Pokemon Stadium mini games.
yeah, more Pokemon. Oh yeah, we gotta beat the Elite Four. We actually we're stuck on Giovanni, I think actually.
Oh man.
We gotta beat Team Rocket.
Italian versus Italian.
Scuba da Bucci.
Yes.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Yes, thank you.
And
Sorry the game was boring.
yeah, sorry we were being poo-poo about the game, but we did get really, really bored.
I'm bored now, in fact.
And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I apologize if I bummed anyone out with like bum stuff. I didn't.
Dumb stuff.
I don't mean to. I'm trying to find like a balance between like being sort of like honest and then being positive. Because I think they're not necessarily the same, but it's not good to just be like whiny all the time.
Not good mentally.
Yeah. I don't like when I see like social media accounts just like eternally like complaining.
Depressed all the time, yeah.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know, I saw like what was it called, like James Lindsay or whatever. He was like, there was some big splash about him because he got banned or something from Twitter, but that dude just like constantly is posting like bummer stuff, like just he's just like reposting like tweets from like insane people and just like he's oh yeah, Mario Tennis. I want that's another one we should put on the poll. But like, it's like I went on like Minds for like social for what do you call it, Thanksgiving, and then like it's just my whole feed is like filled up with like bullshit from that guy, and I'm like, dude, take a break. It's Thanksgiving. Say what you're thankful for. Show me a picture of your fucking turkey, dude, and shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about this shit on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess that's why they say don't like go on your phone during the holidays. Just like spend time with your family and friends.
Yeah, but like
there's always gonna be like shitty stuff.
I was just like thinking like, oh, I would like a couple posts from like people that I know and like, you know, wish people happy Thanksgiving.
I wish everyone would just like be posting nice stuff all the time.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know. I guess you can't all like all the time, but
You can all the time. You can. There's technically no reason why you can't find one nice thing every day to post at least once about.
Yeah. I think people should try to at least be like 50-50. I think that's a difficult goal, but it's like easy math, and it's like easy to like, you know, if you're gonna post something that's like a bummer, you should try and post something that's like a white pill too, because like it's good to like, you know, it's good to like be aware of like problems and things and stuff that people should be like working towards like changing and fixing and being discontent with stuff that you don't want to accept. But you know, also like world's not so bad, and there's like, you know, people will complain about problems until they feel like there's no point in having children or living, and it's like, no, it's okay. Like,
yeah, you'll be all right.
it's actually like, I don't know, stuff's getting better, I think. No, it is. It's just like world's getting better, and it's like, you know, we're in like a pretty embarrassing time. I'm sure our children are gonna be like, you weren't allowed to say what? like, why'd they make all the? It's like I don't want to play video games from the 20
From that era.
from the 20 teens. All the people are ugly. It's like, why does their face look like that? Ew! Like the look of the fucking Mass Effect Andromeda faces. And like, no.
How did you survive?
It's like, did they not know what people looked like? Like, but no, stuff is gonna improve and stuff, and like, you know, stuff is improving. I think, and yeah, so thanks for the interesting conversation. Good hanging out here. Thanks, guys. That's very sweet.
Yeah. It's a pleasure as always.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you guys hanging out here. It's a cool time. But I think the stream has come to a close. And I don't have a story for story time.
Well, you told a nice story.
Oh, yeah, I told that
about
story before, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
But, you know, you did that already.
Yeah,
so. We can just close it out and just say goodnight to everybody.
For Thanksgiving, I had these, like, little fidgets that were, like, not really, like, that messed up, but kind of, like, if they were next to the other ones, they probably wouldn't sell, you know? So I was like, but they're still cool, right? You know? The neighbors were like talking to my parents before they were getting into the car to go drive someplace. I think to stay over for Thanksgiving, like stay over the day before, and then so they're not driving on Thanksgiving, grandparents or something. And I was like, I went over real quick with like the two fidget things because they're the same, and there's two brothers, and I was like, oh, happy Thanksgiving, gave it to them. The kids were like super excited in the back seat, and they like grabbed him from like the mom was like reaching back to hand them, and they're like, yeah, they're like lunging forward against the seatbelts to get
Toys!
And then like they kicked the ball into the backyard, and they were ringing the doorbells to ask if they could go get it, and then they were like, what's your record for how fast you can like close the thing? And I was like, I don't know, what are you talking, like the cube they were like,
yeah.
they were trying to
They were timing people.
So they were having their parents time how fast they could do it, and they were competing with each other. And then one of them was like very proud. He was like, "I got 2 seconds." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I don't know what you're doing with the thing it's like a cube. You fold it infinitely, so I don't know how you'd be done. Right?
I guess you do like one round.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I guess because like you can tell when it's like closed because they have I did a little.
Colors, yeah.
It's kind of double. It's the one with the tiny line.
Okay.
So I had to, yeah. Hey, Niebuhr. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have to go to bed.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks
Good
for
night,
hanging out,
everyone.
guys. And hopefully that was enough of a happy thing to end the stream on. So anyway.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Hope to see you guys again soon.